Hi guys, okay, just a real quick update, and I need to answer a question for one of my subscribers. My subscriber had asked on a cap and ball revolver about a spring that's not quite strong enough. Is there some way to make the spring stronger? Well, technically, yeah. Really, a new spring is better. Hello there, Gingy. Say hello to Gingy. Okay, go hunt you a chipmunk. Okay. The main spring, as you see, is attached here on the colt, and it comes up to the hammer. There's a gap in between right here. If a spring is too weak, you can put a spacer in this section right here to keep the spring from flexing too far down. That will in effect make the spring stiffer and therefore have more power. Now in the past, to lower a spring to make it easier to cock, right here where it joins the frame, we would take that screw out and we'd put a piece of leather in there. Just punch a hole in a piece of leather, put the spring back on, tighten it up, and then take a sharp knife and cut it off smooth on the frame so the grips would go back on. And that would actually back it out just a little bit and change the geometry just a little bit, and that would soften the actual hammer pull. But a weak hammer pull has got all kinds of problems with it. And one of the biggest things is blowback. And blowback is whenever the gun fires, the pressure wants to push straight back through that nipple and to the hammer. And the hammer actually rides up just a grunt. And when it does, all in here gets caked where it kind of blows it back down in there. And it makes fouling build up. And that hurts ignition, that hurts reliability, because once this builds up from quite a few shots, starts getting thick, you pull the trigger and it's actually landing on fouling, and it's getting softer and softer, and it's pushing the hammer further away, so it therefore isn't impacting the cap as reliably, and you get ignition issues where you pull the trigger, it goes click, 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 bang. It's just not beating it down far enough, getting it down there to do it. So you can put something in here as a spacer to kind of, but don't go beyond like that right there, like a third of the way up. Don't go on up in here. You want it right here. You still want that spring. If you go up too high and it's too stiff like a piece of wood, it's going to break the spring. I only want to go like, let's say, a ½ inch from the base of the spring up. Now some little trick I've done in the past, I put a little helper onto it. You know those broken trigger springs you get where one of the tabs snaps off? I put that in there before as a spacer, where I took the hole, put it under the screw, and then put the unbroken tab sticking straight up. It's narrow enough it'll fit in there, and let that be like a little extra resistance to the spring. That will actually tighten it up just a little bit. I hope this answers your questions. Any more questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to address them. Now, speaking on my cap and ball revolvers, this Sunday, which will be the 2nd, the cap and ball class number 2 will be going up, and it was originally going to be on cap jams. Well, you know me. Once I start talking, I can't hush. So it has expanded out to be more than just cap jams. It's become ignition. And so it's a relationship of the space between the hammer and the nipple. It's how you can adjust the depth of the nipple, how you can do various things for ignition, how to address. So it's, yes, it's cap jams, but it's also talking about ignition in the whole, about how to get reliable ignition in a cap and ball revolver. And so that it's going to be well over an hour that this class is going to be. And there's still time to sign up. If you want to sign up, you can sign up between now and the 1st. And so I will put a link in the description box if you want to sign up for the cap and ball class. Those that are wanting to still sign up for my Master Woodsman's class on fire, this will be the 3rd one. This is going to be a big one because this is all the different fire sets. It's probably going to be 2 hours. I'm almost done with it. I've got 2 fires left to do, and it's over an hour and a half now. So it's probably going to be 2 hours of instruction. If you want to sign up with that, that'll be in the description box as well, if you want to take a look at that. But guys, I hope 2022 is a better year for all of us. And Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Please leave any questions or comments below. Oh, now I remember what I was trying to remember. Okay, I want you guys' input. So, for the percussion revolver, we're going to do this ignition cap jamming. The next cap and ball revolver class, do you want it to be a 58 Remington? Do you want it to be an 1860 Army? Do you want it to be a whatever? Put in the comments what you'd like to see the next class on. On the Master Woodsman series, this will kind of tie up the fire set. Okay, what's the next thing you want me to look at? Do you want me to go into haversack, rucksack, camp setup? How about shelter building, primitive shelter building? Whatever you want to do, put it in there. I want to do what the bulk of the people do. I'm going to do all of them, but if you've got a desired preference, tell me now, and that way I can do it for next month or whatever. So, for me and Gingy, say hello, say goodbye, Gingy. I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.